October has been a busy time for Hertz. On October 5th, they announced their new interim CEO along with another change in their C-suite, followed by an addition to their board of directors the next day. On October 15th, they filed their S1, which is the registration form to go public once again. What's up guys, it's Prashant here. Welcome to my YouTube channel and thank you for joining me today. If you've been watching me on this channel for some time, you know that I've been covering Hertz since they emerged from Chapter 11 bankruptcy, and I've been giving you periodic updates. If you want, you can go back and watch those videos first to know the deal that the Hertz investors got after the restructuring, and especially what the Hertz warrants are and what to do with them. I'm back today to give you another update on Hertz, and we will be going over the S1 form that they filed together right after you smash the like button and subscribe to this channel. Seriously, you guys, of the 500 plus people who watched my Hertz warrants video, about 93% were not subscribers. So please, if you get any value from this video, or you got any value from my previous Hertz videos, please go ahead and take a second and subscribe to my channel. It will really make my day. Oh, and stay till the end to see how those Hertz warrants are doing. Let's get back to it. When I last made a video about Hertz, their second quarter earnings were out and it looks like things were doing well. They had a good cash position, they had restructured, and they were repositioned to take advantage of the travel rebound in the US. So today, we're going to look at their S1 together and see how things are going. So let's pull up page 1 right now. Okay, on page 1 is just very basic information including their headquarter address and the state of incorporation, Delaware obviously. All big companies are incorporated in Delaware. Let's jump to page 10 and see what we have here. Unfortunately, the latest data on this S1 form is till June 30th, 2021. This is the same date till we had data for when I did my last update video, June 30th, 2021, or their second quarter results. I was hoping that Hertz would submit their third quarter data with this form, but not yet. Too bad. The first two columns are from January to June of 2020 and 2021 respectively. So their top line revenue, we can see, increased from $2.7 billion in the second half of 2020 to $3.1 billion over the same period in 2021. This is good, a nearly 15% increase. Their expenses are down. Just look at the direct vehicle and operating expenses, down from $1.8 billion to $1.7 billion. Obviously, this is good news. Higher revenues and lower expenses should result in higher profits. If we talk about total expenses, we see that they went down from $4.1 billion to $3.1 billion in expenses, a whole $1 billion lower. Fantastic. Removing all the expenses, we see that Hertz had an income of about $21 million on a revenue of $2.7 billion. This is a profit margin of less than 1%, actually 0.7%. This is obviously not great. But see where they were just a year ago, a loss of $1.2 billion. Clearly, they have done a lot of work to turn this around, to go from a loss of $1.2 billion to an income of $21 million. The adjusted EBITDA, earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization for the first half of 2021 is $642 million, up from negative $830 million for the first half of 2020. Obviously, a huge turnaround. The next thing to look at is vehicle utilization, and you can see that the vehicle utilization for the first half of 2021 was 76%, and the revenue per day RPD was $55.28. If you watched my last video, I told you then that the revenue per day or RPD for second quarter of 2021 was $65.42. And at that time, I said that this is the number one reason that Hertz was doing well in the second quarter of 2021. As long as they can keep their RPD high and they can bump up that vehicle utilization rate, they'll be in good shape. But now we see that the RPD is going a little bit down. Now, obviously, the data that we're looking at today is for the entire 6 months from January to June of 2021. This also includes the winter months, which are naturally low travel months of the first quarter, like January to Marchish, Aprilish. And also back in that time, we were not in a very great situation when you consider lockdowns and travel was restricted at that time. So we can expect this to keep going up as the country reopens a little bit more, but if this does not happen, this could become a real problem for Hertz. A big reason that Hertz was able to charge about 1.5x its normal rental rates is because there is a rental vehicle shortage because of the global chip shortage. Now, I do believe that this chip shortage will work itself out eventually. It will stabilize, but until then, maybe Hertz can keep charging higher than normal rental prices. But we'll just have to wait and see how things shake out. I was really hoping for these two reasons that we had Q3 data by now, but we'll just have to wait for that to come out. Now, if we look at earnings per share, we can see that Hertz made a profit of 13 cents per share. Compared to a loss of $8.39 last year, this is a fantastic turnaround. When I last looked at Hertz, they had said that they are anticipating a Re-Ipo or going public once again towards the end of 2021, which is exactly what they're doing by filing their S1 at this time. They are seeking to going public under ticker symbol Htzzw on NASDAQ. Currently, they're trading on the pink sheets under ticker symbol Htzzw. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about Htzzw, their current ticker symbol, and Htzzw, the Hertz warrants we've all talked about so much. At market close on Friday, October 22nd, 2021, Hertz was trading at around $24.69 and Hertz warrants were trading at around $11.26. Now, just in case you haven't watched my previous videos on this topic, or just in case you need a refresher, a warrant is a security instrument that gives you the right but not the obligation to buy the underlying stock at a predetermined price at some date in the future, just like a call option. The major difference being that warrants are issued directly by the company, whereas a call option is between two traders. Now, let's look at some numbers. Hertz warrants, ticker symbol Htzzw, have a strike price of $13.80 and they're currently trading for $11.26. So if I were to purchase one single warrant today, I would have to pay $11.26 to acquire it, and then if I wanted to exercise it to get the actual stock, I would have to pay an additional $13.80 for a total of $25.06. Since Hertz stock Htzzw is currently trading for $24.69, if I were to then sell my newly acquired stock, I would have a loss of 37 cents on this trade. When I first made a video on Hertz warrants on July 31st, the Hertz stock was trading around $16.77. Buying a warrant and exercising it to get the Hertz stock then would have put me underwater by over $4. Now only 37 cents. This is a pretty good improvement. Now let's talk about current warrant holders. If you personally are a current Hertz wallet holder, this part of the video is very important. So the last price of the old Hertz stock was $8.74. Let's assume you bought one share at that price just before the trading stopped. So when Hertz re-emerged from bankruptcy, you got $1.53 in cash, 0.09 new shares, and 0.64 warrants. At today's rates, 0.09 shares are worth $2.22 and the 0.64 warrants are worth $7.20. So in total, when we add it up, your Hertz warrants are worth $10.95. So you're already up $2.21, a profit of 25% in just about 5 months. That's a really handsome return. Basically, people who are current warrant holders look like they've got a pretty good deal on their hands. Depending on your cost basis, you might be profitable already. In fact, if you spent anything less than $10.95, you're in the money. Like I said on my last video on Hertz, if I were a Hertz warrant holder, I would continue to hold on to it. As I see it, this is a no-lose situation. Clearly, Hertz stock has been going up in value month over month, and with the holiday travel season coming up, I see no reason this should slow down. So, if Hertz values continues to grow up, your potential profit as a Hertz warrant holder is going to go up as well. The way these warrants are written, the strike price of these warrants should remain at $13.80 till 2051. So if Hertz continues to operate like it is, if its profit keeps going up, its stock price should keep rising, which means your potential profit should keep rising as well. Like I said, if I were a Hertz warrant holder, I would just ride it out and see what happens. Maybe the economy keeps opening up and keeps running hotter, which should drive the stock price higher and increase my potential profit. Or maybe the economy runs too hard and the Fed steps in to slow things down a little bit. So what? You've got 30 years. Just wait it out. So that's all I have for you guys in today's video. I hope you found some value in today's video, and if you did, I would request you to please subscribe to my channel and hit the like button. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section down below and I will respond to you. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Click the bell icon to be notified instantly when I post a new video. Thank you so much for watching and see you next time.